who made music like no one before him or after grieved for her. He traveled through the kingdom of the dead to look for her. The gods were kind to him. He could bring Eurydice back to earth, but there was one condition. Orpheus was not to look upon his beloved until they were both out of Hades. It seemed like a simple condition. It was not. This is one of the greatest stories in Greek mythology. It has inspired painters, poets, and composers for centuries. It is a love story, tense with the greatest suspense of all. This is Greece, in the time of the ancient gods. Orpheus sits on a stone. His famous lyre is in his hands, but he makes no music with it. Several nymphs stand a short distance away from him, talking.
I have never seen Orpheus so sad.
He makes no music at
all. He hasn't played since Eurydice died.
They were so happy together.
For so short a time.
And they were so much in love with each other.
Let's try to comfort him.
How can we comfort him when he is so deep in mourning?
Well, we can try.
Orpheus, why do you sit by yourself so sadly?
Orpheus, play for us on your magic lyre.
He cannot hear us. He cannot see us.
Orpheus, we mourn with you.
We mourn your loss, Orpheus.
We all love her, Orpheus. We all love Eurydice.
Eurydice, it's you who spoke her name. Yes, we spoke it. Eurydice was beautiful, Orpheus, but she is gone. Yes, she is gone.
People die, Orpheus. It is the way of the world.
But she was so young, and I loved her so much. Those we love die too, Orpheus.
Sorry to die too, Orpheus, with time. Play for us on your magic lyre. It'll help us forget.
I don't want to forget. I want to remember. The gods were cruel to take her away from me. Which gods, Orpheus? A snake killed your Eurydice. Have you spoken with the gods? Have you pleaded with Zeus? Warning will not bring her back. No, it won't. And I haven't spoken with the gods. I'll go. I'll plead with them, and they will help me. They must.
Zeus will be kind to him.
Perhaps we shall hear Orpheus play his lyre again.
And the wild beasts, the quick rivers, and the mountains move to hear him.
There was never music like his.
You couldn't go give Eurydice back to him. She is deep in Hades with Pluto Persephone. I know of no one who has returned from Hades.
Still, if the gods wish it, she will return.
Ah, may the gods wish it.
Would the gods give the girl back to him? Zeus listened patiently as Orpheus pleaded with him.
She ran from Eurydice, and he followed. Eurydice was very beautiful. She was my wife, and we loved each other. That's the way it should be with husbands and wives, isn't it? That's the way it was with us, Father Zeus, yet she was taken from me. A snake bit her and killed her. I bet if Eurydice hadn't chased her, then she wouldn't have stepped on the snake in the first place. And Eurydice is the son of your son, Apollo. Now you're finding fault with my son with me? Please forgive me, Father Zeus. I am rash. I've been out of my mind with grief since Eurydice was taken from me. Orpheus, you're young. Make music. Get yourself another wife. I shall make no other music, and I want no other wife. I want my Eurydice back. Then why did you come to me? I can give you Eurydice. She's just playing for Stephanie. Why do you guys then? Have I your permission? If you like. To go to Hades and return to Earth again? That's the question. If Pluto and Persephone were to give Eurydice back, shall I bring her back to Earth with me? That's quite a request, Orpheus. I beg of you, Father Zeus, give me this chance to bring Eurydice back from the dead. Do you think Cheryl will run across the rivers to underworld to Hades? He will run me across the rivers, Father Zeus. And Cerberus, stalk with three-toed heads. Do you think he will let you into Hades? Just grant me your permission, and I shall manage the rest. Orpheus, great love you have. Go, you have my permission. Bring the bride, your wife.
Excited and happy, Orpheus sought out Charon on the banks of the river Styx.
Bring me across the rivers to the underworld.
But you are still among the living.
No, without my Eurydice, I'm among the dead.
This is quite irregular, Orpheus.
Father Zeus has given me permission to go to the underworld. Are you to refuse the father of the gods?
Now this is quite different. I will row you across the river, but what about Cerberus the dog? He's not likely to care what Zeus wants and doesn't want.
Leave that to me. Just take me in your boat.
And the fates, they're likely to whip you to death before you make it to Hades.
Just row, Charon, just row.
Charon rowed Orpheus across the river Styx to Hades. Cerberus was at the gate, snarling, but Orpheus made music on his lyre, and the dog lay down and let Orpheus pass. Orpheus made more music, and the Fates put down their whips and watched, as Orpheus moved on to Pluto and Persephone.
What has brought you to Hades? I've come to plead for Eurydice. I want to bring
Oh, really? Is that all? You've come to take Eurydice, and what makes you think I want to give her to you? Or do you think you're strong enough to take her away by force?
Please, Father. Please, Pluto. You are a god, and I am not.
That's a bit better. I like soft words from a mortal, but still, what makes you think I'm going to give her to you?
Because I loved her, and she loved me.
Love, that's scarcely a reason. Everybody loves, and everybody eventually comes down here. I think you've made along this dangerous journey for nothing.
But nobody has loved as much as I, and no one such as Eurydice. Please, Pluto. Please, Persephone, speak to your husband on my behalf.
She has a quick tongue, this one, Orpheus.
And a sweet one. I favor his cause, my husband.
But Persephone, so many lovers have come down here.
None like Orpheus.
Let's say all men from Earth had lost their lives and come down here, or there'd be chaos.
Give Eurydice back to Orpheus, Pluto. Please, Pluto. Please.
I'll give her back to you, but
No buts, Pluto.
one condition I insisted.
What? Like you want Eurydice to return here for 6 months of the year the way I do?
No, nothing like that. But that is a good idea.
Speak, Pluto. Whatever condition you make, I humbly accept, and I accept with gratitude.
Your mouth has pleaded for Eurydice, but your eyes,
They have wept for her.
well, they will weep again. If you cannot keep your eyes away from Eurydice until you are out of my kingdom, I shall put it simply. She will return here and live in Hades forever.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you, Persephone, for speaking to your husband. I will go. Send Eurydice to follow me. I won't look back.
Orpheus began the return journey to Earth, shouting the name of Eurydice joyously as he hurried faster and faster. But then Orpheus grew less happy. He himself could not look back, and Eurydice's spirit could not speak with him. As Orpheus hastened along, a strange doubt began to haunt him. He could hear steps behind him, but were the steps Eurydice's? Was Pluto playing a cruel joke?
Eurydice? Eurydice? Is it you that follows behind me? You cannot hear me. You cannot answer me. There's light ahead. We're near end. We will soon be together again. Eurydice? Eurydice?
But Eurydice had gone, vanished. Orpheus had turned. He had looked at her just once before they left the kingdom of the dead, and Eurydice was gone. Orpheus could call her name forever, but Eurydice, his beloved, would never return to him.